We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Love. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Working out of the gun. Love. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Brian Burns. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Being chased out left. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it now.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now it's Stafford. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete.
Thrown away.
Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you
got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson.
Carolina.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a 1st quarter lead. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Giants nothing. Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. He'll field this at the 5. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Love fires that quickly outside. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now.
And that's caught inside the 30.
You know they pay me extra for this.
Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Love. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
42-yard line.
First down, Love to pass. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. Over the middle, complete. That's Bush. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Going back to Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 2 yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Stafford. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Panthers 14, Giants 7.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
We got three.
First down, going to the air with Love. Finding Harris over the middle. 7 yards to pick up there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st and 10, Love. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Check nickel.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Ricardo Allen brought him down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A nice gain of 21 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Love now to pass on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Graham Gano set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First down, Panthers.
On first down, Stafford here. And that'll be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Flush to his right. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And the 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. This is complete to Michael Thomas. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And he'll air this one deep. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
The score, Panthers 21, Giants 14. Joey
Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the...
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
DJ Moore.
4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Slide for the PAT.
Point after.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. Giants 14. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. Or they just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Love from the gun. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may...
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. I think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they get their focus back.
He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half. and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Again, he targets more. This one is complete. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
16 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Stafford on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That'll bring up second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for first and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy.
And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Panthers add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Deontay Harris on the return. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Love. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Bush. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Intended for.
Well, we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To the air again, Love. And now he'll fire deep down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Richie James, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
28. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Second and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Stafford. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Carolina.
From the red zone now, Stafford. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
McCaffrey.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that,
and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Panthers 42, Giants 28. Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd down. Love. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Throw left side complete. It's Bush. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, it's Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And Ingram holds it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
28.
First down, going to the air with Love. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Love now on second down. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Panthers.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Julian Love picks it. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Flushed out right, and that's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Who got 17? Who got 17?
Throwing again. Love. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to find Harris, complete. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Love now to pass on first down. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Richie James. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Panthers 42, Giants 35.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
He's going to take another shot here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
2nd and 1 at the 24-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this one is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
On 4th down, Love. And no, it's incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Throwing again is Stafford. Rolling to his right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Keep on coming.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
To kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Giants on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun. Love gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Going back to Love. Harris has it over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 31.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken at the 15. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a 2nd circle around this one? This is pretty big.
I put a star. Here's Love. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30. 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Panthers 56, Giants 42. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Olivier Vernon in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
15-yard line.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Love from the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Brian Burns in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One last shot now for Love. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Score Panthers.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss is number 8 for them on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA.